It's off. Okay, ready to roll. All right. Okay, y'all. So you know what it is. Another night with grown folks talk. I'm back here with Lelee. Lelee, pick your head up a little bit so I can see your beautiful face a little more. The top of your head is not in there, so when you come in, you're right. A little bit more. Let me see. All right, sit back. Let's see. Beautiful. Okay, nice. A little bit more. Yeah. So once you get her right with that, she can't. Okay. Well, anyway. All right. So we go. We getting ready to start. We getting ready to start the grown folks talk, man. I got a few fans, subscribers. They wrote in. You know what I mean, to ask certain questions. Of me and Lelee. Lelee, they love when we talk about back in the day. Let me bring the beautiful Lelee in. Okay, there she go. All right, bring it back. All right. Okay. Now, Lelee, can you
Hi.
hear me? You know? Okay. All right. Lelee, you look like you're 16 right now, right?
Oh, that's a thank you. That's a compliment.
No, I'm serious. You're shaking the brothers up right now, right? I'm just keeping it 100. You know you're shaking them up.
Well, that's not my intention, but I try to take good care of myself.
And thank you for getting with the swag. I mean, we ain't even had to coordinate nothing. Lelee got a big bamboo knockers in. You know what I mean? A 16-year-old ponytail to go back to the 90s with us. You
That's
know
why
what
no, I have to come prepared, you
I mean?
know.
But you look great. What the shirt say, Beck?
It says the Powder Room Podcast. That's my podcast that's coming soon.
All right, the powder room. Just so y'all know, this all family. This how we help each other elevate to the next level. Because family do what family do. You know what I mean? But now, Lily, they were saying that most of the DMs were saying that they like when we talk about back in the day because they get a chance to go back with a man and a woman perspective. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
okay.
they shot in like 20 questions they wanted to ask. So I'm gonna shoot them at you first. You know what I mean? Then if we want, we dialogue with it.
Okay.
All right. So the first one. So someone wanted to know before the fame, what type of men were you into, and did you like the street dudes getting money, or did you like the squares who were at home on Friday night, and why?
Um, when I was younger, I think just like any young girl, you end up being attracted to the guy that you saw when you looked outside your window. And unfortunately, those guys were either where I'm from in the Bronx, they either didn't have a job or they was, selling drugs. So those were the guys that I was attracted to because that those were the only guys that I saw. I didn't have anything to compare it to at that time. So absolutely, I was attracted to guys like Unique. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I said it's crazy when you say guys like unique because it's like the brothers are even the homies, and people that just meet me, they'll tell me like, you know, man, they don't make them like you no more, this and that, what I mean, you're like a superhero. I can't believe that you went through that and you're still alive.
Oh
And
yeah.
at the end of the day, something hit me during my 26 years during my time
Mhm.
when Michael Jackson died, right? And everybody cried. And that song you did with him was wonderful. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. You
Thank
know what I mean? But now, when Michael died, this is what kind of put me in a frame of mind where I'm at now that led me down that path along that 26-year journey, right?
you.
When Michael Jackson died, Janet Jackson went up there and she said, to you, you know what I mean? He was Michael Jackson, the pop star. He was the greatest, this, and all the names they gave him. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
she said, but at the end of the day, to me, he's just my brother. You know
that's
what
it.
I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's how I feel. I say that to say that I'm just unique. I'm just being me. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? And to me, it's
Yeah.
no different than what I mean, that the next person moving or breathing. I'm having my fun. They having their fun. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? But
Hmm.
I'm gonna let you answer the question. I just wanted to share that because that came to my mind. You know what I mean? Give them a glimpse on how my growth took place in the transformation.
So what was the question? I thought I answered the question.
No, I think you answered it before, but maybe this person didn't see the first tape. But they said, before you got the fame, what type of men were you into? Did you like the street dudes getting money, or did you like the squares who stayed home on Friday nights? What type of men were you?
Oh, I thought I answered that. What my answer was, unfortunately, I'm from Bronx, New York. And I don't mean unfortunately that I'm from the Bronx, New York, but we saw, like, the young girls back then was attracted to the guys that they saw outside of their window. And unfortunately, those guys were either unemployed or guys getting money, So that's all I knew. I had nothing to compare it to until I transitioned and got into the music business. And then I started meeting other type of guys. But really those guys were, they were similar. It's just they played a different kind of game. You know what I mean? But I had a combination of both. Like, I didn't look at a guy and was like, oh, you ain't got no money. I ain't have shit either. I ain't have no money either. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to expect something from somebody else that I couldn't provide myself. So I had a combination of both.
Okay, now I'm sure they're not saying that because, like I said, I dealt with you, and you ain't never been no gold digger. You ain't never asked for nothing. You was just a
Right.
beautiful young lady that was out to have a good time. I was a young man out to have a good time, and we had a good time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
So, I'm quite sure they wasn't going down that road because I could stamp that. You know what I mean? And but I think they was trying to. I think you answered it before, and I think you answered it well enough now. But the part when you started going into if they had money or whatever, I don't think that had anything to do with it. They just want to know what type of dudes, because like as I look at you right there, give me the flashback. You know what I mean? Little Lelee put up on Andrews. You know what I mean? Hit the little corner, hitting the heel.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so so that's why as I'm looking, man, I think that's more or less they just want to hear about that beautiful, sweet 16, 17, 20, 21 time. You know what I mean? Growing up in New York back in the day, that was bananas with LL with his knocking earrings and I Need Love. And you know what I mean? Come on, remember when that came out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those were some great times. And, just looking at the way of the world right now, I can always think back and appreciate those times that we had back then because, we worried about stuff, but it wasn't really a problem because everybody somehow came together to fix one problem, But as a young girl, I am thankful for a lot of my experiences, even with guys, because it's all of those experiences kind of help shape and mold a woman that I am today. So I know what I have expectations now. I don't think back then I had many expectations because I didn't know what to expect. I thought, hey, you got to be available to a guy. You got to give him what he want or he ain't going to choose you. It was just really stupid, immature, thought process, and it's a lot different now.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Now, you know, somebody's asking about. We're gonna take it to a higher echelon.
Okay.
Someone is actually to describe the best date you ever had. So I know a billionaire done snuck up in there and took you places that Unique couldn't take you. So I mean, let's hear about that.
Ooh, the best date. So we're talking about young Lelee, right? I don't know. Are we talking about young Lelee or adult Lelee?
Any Lelee.
Huh?
Whichever one you want. Both. Give me both. So we get two good stories, juicy, detailed
Okay,
stories.
I'll give you one of each.
And don't hold out either.
No.
I know you ain't.
No, never that. Okay, so
Right.
I was young, probably about 15, 16. And you have your young Valentine's Day is approaching and you're like, damn, I don't have a Valentine, you're feeling all emotional because you're like, damn, back then the girls would brag about, how many Valentines they have. So I was like, dang, these guys, they say I'm cute, they say I'm this, but ain't nobody giving me nothing. So my cousin introduced me to this guy. It was a blind date. And this guy popped up out the blue at my godmother's house on Anderson Avenue with a big bear. He had a nice little, the little heart with chocolates in it. and a nice Valentine's Day cake. I thought that was so, like, I wanted to marry him. I thought that was so special. Oh my God, I told y'all my expectations was low. But, I think that kind of groomed me as an adult, because it's still the small things count to me.
And that's
If,
what
if
I
if you just think about me, the littlest thing, like my grandbaby will buy me. She bought me. I'm gonna share something with you.
please
I
do.
love Marilyn Monroe. So her mom came. She was coming to visit me. So her mom said, "Oh my God, the baby wanted you to have this so bad." She was like, "Mom, my grandma likes this." So she bought me this Marilyn Monroe 3D photo, because
Oh man.
I'm
Yeah.
a big Marilyn Monroe fan.
Okay.
And my 6-year-old grandbaby thought of me at that moment. So that was really special to me, because this is a kid who liked candy. You heard her in action
Yeah.
today. She just
Yeah.
all over the place.
Mhm.
But for that moment, she thought about me. So that's pretty much kind of been my personality throughout my years of transitioning into a woman. It's the small things that count to me. If a guy remember my birthday, that is so special to me. Especially if you do something that's least expected. Oh my God.
Oh,
I
okay.
love it. So getting back to as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
As an adult, one of my favorite dates was, I was dating this guy, and he was pretty well off. But I like I said, it didn't matter how well off you were, because in the business, you meet a lot of rich guys. You meet a lot of guys with money, but it really didn't mean anything to me. So he took me to his house, and we rode on the jet skis on the lake, and he had this yacht. So he had everything just really set up so pretty. I'm a seafood lover, so he had my favorite seafood, crab legs, shrimp. It was just beautiful. And I was like, oh my God, like the fact that he got everything right, it was amazing to me. So that was one of my most memorable dates.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you like this. Did he get it?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
We never got that far.
Okay. I'm just saying. I know that's what everybody wondering. You know what I mean? If
Oh
brothers
no,
date
that's
like
the crazy thing.
so
That's
y'all
why
just
I end
connected.
up right. That's why I end up writing the book, because the guys I should have saved myself for,
Hmm.
I didn't. The guys that didn't deserve it,
Got it.
terrible,
Hmm.
terrible.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Now describe a nice date night for you. What's a nice date night for Lelee?
Very simple. Movies, popcorn,
Mhm.
eating. They have these things out here called the Cine Bistro, where you can watch a movie and you can wine and dine. You can have a drink. I mean, it's really classy. So I'm very simple. I'm a movie head. I love energy when it comes to being with a guy. I love to hold hands. I'm very affectionate. So sitting down and maybe placing my hand on his leg, and we holding hands and eating popcorn and laughing and being goofy, while we watch a movie. That's pretty much me today.
Okay. Okay. And a beautiful you it is. you know.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
I love it. I love that.
All
Yeah.
right. So let's take it back a little. Let's take them back to you know, we got the Apollo. You know what I mean? It's a Wednesday night. You got a concert there. Tell them what a night was for you to perform, like to be on stage, just your whole night, and how you saw it as a young lady, seeing all this glitz and glamour that you dreamed of. You know what I mean? Come into
I
fruition.
have an amazing story about the Apollo Theater.
Ooh.
Everybody in Harlem knows how important the Apollo Theater is. My mom, we couldn't afford much, but my mom always made sure that we got a ticket to take me to amateur night every Wednesday night.
Okay.
I think the ticket price was $12 a person.
Mhm.
And my mom was just trying to get me prepared, because she wanted me to audition for the Apollo. So after going to the Apollo so many different times, and I was like, you know what, Monica? She asked me, she said, "Are you ready? Are you ready?" And I said, "No, I'm not ready." I said, "But when I perform on that stage, I'm going to be a guest."
That's what's up.
Oh my goodness. And, I spoke into my own life back then,
No, it's funny that you say that because I remember going up to Slow Bump.
I
You know what I
spoke
mean?
into my own life.
Mm. Now, remember Slow Bump Projects up in Yonkers? Slow Bump, the projects.
I don't know. We're getting
Well,
disconnected.
so you can't hear me? You can't hear me? Everything's clear. I hear you perfect. You know? But anyway, yeah, that's on your end, Lelee. Is our mic on? Yes, the mic is on. Okay. All right. So yeah, but yeah, Slow Bone Projects, that's where she can't hear, but I'm not
Unique,
gonna,
unique.
yeah, I hear you perfect.
I didn't
Now
hear
I hear you.
anything you said.
Because I didn't say anything. I was waiting on you, love. You ready?
Oh, okay. I can't see you. It's like buffering.
Okay. It'll come in. That's your end. That's your end. Just relax and listen. Let me drive right now.
Okay,
All
baby,
right.
drive,
Let me know when the picture come in. Let me drive right now. You know what I
There
mean?
you go.
Hey, yo, but it's funny, right? I got a homie, named Jamal. So he was always telling me that he had a little, yeah, he had a little alpha mouth. Y'all know Jamal. You know what I mean? Good peoples. You know what I mean? From up the hill. Good story. But anyway, he used to always tell me, man, because he don't talk, he's real serious. So I'm like, yo, you always got some bad broads with you, son. You know what I mean? You be chilling. You know what I mean? Like, how y'all kick it with each other? I mean, how you hook up with that? And he's like, man, when I just pick him up, I just turn the radio up, and I just ride out. I don't say nothing. They don't touch nothing. And we just go where we going. You know what I mean? But that's what flashed across my mind as I'm, thinking back how crazy it was that everybody knew what they wanted. And, once you got yours, you know what I mean, and they got theirs, it was like considered fair exchange is no robbery. You understand what I'm saying? And they wasn't prostituting themselves, selling themselves, or nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's just two consenting adults. You know what I mean? After their own things, and and bartering with each other without words. You know what I mean? And just kick it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if you heard me, Lelee.
No.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
I heard you say something about Jamal.
Okay. Well, Jamal was one of the homies, and he was real serious, didn't talk too much. So I used to ask him, how you get these bad broads? Like, what do you say to them? Because you don't even talk. You know what I mean? Like, what is your rap game? You know what I mean? And he'd be like, man, when I go pick him up, I just get him in the car and I turn the radio up and I just pull on out and I tell him, don't touch nothing, and he just goes straight to the hotel. You know what I mean? Because they had that unspoken agreement or arrangement, you know what I mean, in chemistry as far as what it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. He gonna give her what she want, you know what I mean, whether it's sexually, financially, or what, and she gonna give him what he want, whether it's sex or whatever. But consenting adults, we speak with body language and actions.
Oh yeah.
You understand?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do. We know when we getting down with somebody from the moment. And I've been in situations where guys will talk themselves right out of a piece of ass.
I got another one for that too.
No, it's so
about that. Give us one.
I think women know when we're gonna go that far. Mm-hmm. We know automatically.
But I know you remember that dumb dude that talked himself out a piece of sweet Lelee from SWV ass. And we want to hear that. We want to hear that. Well, I definitely want to hear it.
You'd be surprised how many grown men have talked themselves out of a great relationship. Now it's not so much, of that impulsive behavior where you just do spontaneous things like that because of the times we're in. It's not like it was back then, but now, you end up leaving with something you ain't come with, you know what I mean? So yeah. I think even now, as a woman, I will see a guy that I'm attracted to and I will be curious about that, but I don't have a desire for it.
Mm.
It's one of those things where if it happens, it's
Mhm.
happened. It happens. You know what I mean? So it don't penis don't drive me at 47 anymore. Like you got to come with some substance.
Mm.
And a lot of guys don't have that because it's easy to love Lelee. It's easy to love somebody that you know can contribute to what you have. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? But I want you to love the things that I don't love about myself.
Mm.
The things that make me uncomfortable about me, I want you to embrace that.
Mm. But that's what any man is supposed to do. Supposed to be, attentive. You know what I mean?
But they're not because they're narcissistic. They only want what they want, and they'll run that game until they get it. They're not thinking about you. They're not coming in a situation thinking about your trying to manage your emotions. They're
Okay.
not thinking about that. They're thinking about, oh, she fine, she got a little name to her. I'm getting up in there, and she got a nice crib, that's what they thinking about. The guys act just like girls today.
Mm. That's crazy because, like I said, I think I told you this the other day, and I tell you again. I mean, me myself. I mean, I don't want my woman to work. You know what I mean? If she want to do something that that she choose to do to make money, like as a hobby, but I don't want her to ever feel like she should have a strain or burden to contribute. You understand what I'm saying? Because what she get is supposed to be for hers to feel special, because that's like my little girl. You know what I mean? Like your daughter,
Well,
like
I
you call
always
your girl your
feel
wife.
like, and that's great. That's great. That's how a lot of our older, women were raised. But I also think that if you happen to meet a guy that like that with that thought pattern, I think I'm always a plan B girl. Like, so if my husband or if my dude tell me I don't want you to work. Well, first of all, that ain't gonna happen because my job is contractual. So
No,
I
no,
have to
you have a career now, but what I'm
right
saying is,
for
as
sure. So
far as you getting in it, and like whatever you want to do, if you want to sing like you're doing now, I'm gonna support that. But what I'm saying is, I don't want her to feel like it's like
obligated,
she needs
yeah.
that for us to move forward. You know what I
Right,
mean? If she
right.
needs that to feel good about herself and to give herself something and whatever, feel free to do all that, but no pressure. You
So,
understand?
like I said before, I tune in on my guy. I will get you something you don't even know that I'm watching you. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? The first week of if I'm just saying, like, hypothetically, if we rocking and rolling, trust me, your birthday come, I got you. Christmas come, I got you. I know exactly what to get you. I know exactly what you like. I know exactly what cologne you love.
Hold up. So you saying that I ain't got to worry about you down at the cleaners over at the strip mall with my homie because you was there asking them what I want for my birthday or
Oh,
what should you
no,
get me for my birthday?
never that.
I never
Never
got to
that.
worry about that.
We're not gonna be sleeping in the same bed
Yeah.
every night, and I not know what kind of cologne you like, or
Okay.
what kind of shoes you like, or what kind of that ain't gonna happen.
But see,
So
that's why I said it like that because you look back, people don't catch it. You know what I'm saying? They don't pay attention.
that is the
And then that,
most
oh, I was asking your homeboy what you want, what you need. How you don't know you live with me?
that is the most unattractive thing. I don't care how much I care about a guy. The one time he showed me that he's not in tune with me, total turn off.
Mm, mm,
And that for me to like you again, I have to reconnect with you because from that, I tell this guy, you got what, a whole year to get me something that I want, not something that you feel like I should have. Is a difference.
mhm,
You got a whole year, either my birthday if I want some shoes,
mm.
or if I want a bag, or if I want a comforter set. It doesn't
Okay.
matter. Whatever it is that I want, you have a whole year. Pick one of those days a year,
Mhm.
either Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Christmas, to get me the one thing that I want.
Okay. What is it? Explain the difference when you said the difference for the young ladies that might not know
Okay. A lot of times
between
men,
what you
and
want.
this goes for women too. A lot of times we get somebody a gift that they can't use, or get them what you think they should have, not what they want. You understand what I mean? If I tell you I like bags, I love shoes, I love sneakers, I love Adidas suits, and for Christmas you get me a Nike suit, you're not in tune with me. You're getting me what you want me to have.
Yeah.
You
Well,
feel?
maybe your ass look a little fatter, and you know.
No, no, no,
I'm just saying.
no. It
You know.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. I'm just saying.
So,
I mean,
so if you getting me something just because my ass look fat, then I don't need to be with
no.
you.
What I'm saying is, listen. You know how you might say, "Hey, babe, wear that tight shirt that you said make you feel like you ain't right." You know what I mean? Meaning you suggested that wear this because this matches your complexion. You know, I like you in this beige. You know what I mean? And we'll put it on because it's not a big deal.
It
Because I
doesn't
want to
matter.
wear that.
I agree with
No, right or
everything you're
wrong.
saying, but you're still getting me what you think I should have,
No, no,
not
no,
what
I
I want.
got you. No, no, I'm gonna still get you what you wanted, but I'm gonna also get you the Nike so
Well,
I can see
then that's
everything when I
different.
want to see it,
But
Jake.
that doesn't mean that, that's something we have to compromise, because Nike may not fit me like Adidas. It's a
Well, just
reason
wear it in the
why.
house around the bedroom and look good.
It's a reason why we like certain things that we like, because it fits nice. It costs it, it kind of meets our budget. It's so many different reasons why we're attracted to certain things. So you want to turn me off? Do something like that.
No, no, but like I said,
Turn off.
let me ask you that, and so I get a real answer. We can dig into this part. Now, you say you want a Puma suit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what
No,
you said.
I want an Adidas suit.
Or an Adidas suit. Okay, you want an Adidas suit. I buy you the Adidas suit. I buy you 3 Adidas suits. You know what I mean? And then I buy you 3 Nike suits. You know what I mean? That I said, baby, happy birthday. This is what I know you wanted, but I also think you'll look nice in these.
That's different.
Okay, but that's how I'm trying to ask it. I don't want the
That's
women to feel
different
like
because
a
at the
dude
same
can't
time
compromise. And
we're both getting what we both want.
exactly.
So
Okay.
I'm happy, and now I have an opportunity to make my dude happy, because I may not like this brand, but he loved to see me in this, so
There you
I'm
go.
gonna rock out for him. So that works.
Exactly. But
That
see, but
works.
that's what I was saying. I didn't want the young ladies listening to think that if you say you want this and he gets you this and gets you this, that he wasn't supposed to get you the and this only to this because this is what you want. He's supposed to be paying attention. Because women look for things to be, to create self drama with.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that.
You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, I hope I articulated that well,
No, no, you
because
did very
it
well.
is a difference. Now, if it worked out like that, hey, everybody's pleased, everybody's happy.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about like girlfriends talking to no, I'm not gonna ask that one. I'm trying to think of a good topic to give you that
No, go ahead, say what you was gonna say.
okay. How do you feel about girlfriends talking to their best friend's men?
I mean, do I really have to elaborate
A
on?
lot of young ladies is doing it, so they don't know the rules to it. So I want you as a lady, you know what I mean, as an OG, to explain that and break it down to them. What's the do's and don'ts, with your best friend's man? There's 5 of y'all hanging together, and 3 of y'all got men, and the other 2 don't. You know what I mean? And one of the 5, whether it's the ones that got somebody that want to double dip, you know what I mean? Or it's one of the 2 that don't have nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, and they getting it in. You know what I mean?
Okay, now is this something that they all arranged, or this is
No, all
you
behind
just
the back.
you sneaking around and you
Yeah.
sleeping with?
Yeah. No, let them know the do's and don'ts because it's happening as we speak, sis.
That is so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not your friend. And I think, let me just say this. I think we use that friendship thing way too lightly. Like, we use this whole this my BFF, and this my girl, this my, I really don't believe that everybody is your friend. A lot of times, especially the young girls, they go through each other's boyfriends. They fight over dudes that don't even really want them. These dudes lie all day and all night. And for some reason, we end up defending the guy most of the time and fighting a girl, you know. But as far as that code, if that's really your friend, absolutely not. You need to run as fast as you can because you don't need anybody like that in your life. Best friend, that's a little bit too close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a little too much.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, young ladies, y'all heard that from Lelee official.
Unacceptable. That is totally unacceptable. And I don't
Okay.
even really hang around guys. If when my friends, some of my girlfriends who are married, they're like, why don't you come down, you know, spend a weekend? No, I don't want any reason for me to have to tell you that your husband sat on the bed when I was sleeping in the living room or on the couch and he did some inappropriate shit to me. I don't want to have to do that. So I don't put myself in those kind of situations.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know, so that is unacceptable. And you know, you have to, you know, take people from where they are, accept people from where they are. And unfortunately, you have some girls out here that are just whack. They're whack and they want what you have, and most of that be your man.
Mm. Okay. See, so I'm gonna ask you another trifling ass question because we're gonna call this trifling ass question time. You know what I mean? Now, what do you feel about a girl asking her best friend's man for money?
No, no, you go through her.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, school, I want the young ladies to
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. You don't. I mean, certain shit you just don't do. Like you don't go and ask. I mean, hopefully this is a mature young lady. I think not, because if you was mature, you would totally know that was out of order. You don't go and ask your best friend's boyfriend or husband for money. You go through her. You ask her first. If she don't have it, she probably say, well, I don't have it, but you know, I could see if Unique got it. You know what I mean? And that's how it's supposed to happen. You don't just you don't, that's just out of order. You don't do that. For all you young girls out there and older women out there, you do not ask your best friends for money. You go through her. Or your friend's husband for money. You go through her.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you heard that Lelee has spoken, you know, and was spoken well. I just try to ask questions, be that we have you here for things that I can't give answers to. You know what I mean? That way, the young ladies can get something from it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you can't answer that?
I mean, because I've
It's
had
relative to like a woman, a young girl, or something.
no, because like I said, these are things that has happened. You know what I mean? Along my journey. You know what I mean? Meaning, my girl's best friend know that that I got money. That I'm doing me. You know what I mean? I'm unique. I'm cool. You know what I mean? So, they've hit me up to to ask for money, but I mean, I just kept it 100 and did what they asked and didn't have no further dialogue with them. You know what I mean? And y'all might say I'm wrong, but I never said anything to my lady about it either. You understand what I'm saying?
That is
Because
totally.
no. Listen, I know you're gonna get on me, and you can get on me. Like I said, I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not gonna sit there and give you no fugazi answer that I did what y'all think the right thing and what I know is the right thing now. I'm telling you what I did. You know what I mean? That way they understand, because there's brothers out there that's doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying, because this is how we is when we get money. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? I got $1,000 and she want 500 to do this or 500 to do that. I don't care what she needed for. That's nothing. She always with my girl, make my girl feel good. She hang with us, smoke with us, you know what I mean, and party with us. So she feel like she's one of us, like like I'm a brother to her. You understand what I'm saying? So she didn't have to hit on me or call me over to anywhere. You understand what I'm saying? She know where I was at. You understand what I'm saying? And asked me, and it was, it was something that I felt honored to be able to do. But I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. You know what I mean? With the young lady I was with, so I just didn't say anything about it. And she never said nothing, and it's like it never happened and went on the rug, not chastised me.
Now, what if that thing would have went another way?
Like what? Show, give it to him.
I'm just saying, what if y'all was in a situation and that girl saw you with a guy? I mean, saw you with another girl and told your friend, yo, he messing with this girl, he messing with that girl, and you gonna bust out and be like, but did you tell her you was begging me for money? Did you tell her that I gave you money? And then that just could have started a whole circus full of emotional, unnecessary BS.
If who would have said what?
Okay, let's just say, because obviously if she's your girlfriend's best friend, she's around. She's almost
Exactly.
like family,
Like
right?
family, thank you.
So now let's just, you getting money, you out here getting paid. So, you know, the ladies are attracted to the money.
Mm-hmm.
Where the money go, the ladies follow. That's how it is. And I'm sure you know how that go. So what if you was talking to a girl and the best friend that you gave the money to saw you talking to that girl and came back and told your girlfriend?
Then what? I mean, okay.
I'm just saying, but you want to feel some type of way. You're going to be like, yo, how you going to tell, like, did you tell her what you did?
No, I would never say, did you tell her what you did? I mean,
I know, but I'm just saying.
No, I understand what you're trying to say.
Right. It could have happened that way, and it would have caused like this circus full of emotional, unnecessary stuff. And then now your girl, like, you gave her money. It be the simplest stuff that gets so messy. And sometimes we think we're doing the right thing, but it's so wrong.
No,
because that stuff comes out later on and it's not nice.
Listen, situations like that I've been in when I've done that, and because it came out and got to what you calling nasty. To me, it wasn't nasty. I mean, shit just happens. You know what I mean?
Because that's your attitude. You've always had this I don't give a attitude.
Yeah, shit happens.
But it matter. Like if a girl, you think it's okay because a girl know you getting money. You know a girl know she ain't number one. So it was okay with you. But now you got a whole bunch of emotional women fighting unnecessarily.
Yeah, I mean.
And it's not, either way, it's just not cool, because if it was ever reciprocated, it will be foul. Like, what if I'm with you or whatever, and I go and ask one of your fellow dope boys for money? You know what I'm saying? I'm your baby mother. Mm-hmm. But I go ask Poe, yo, let me hold $1,000, and I'm cute, and he attracted to me. And he hit me up. Instead of giving me one, he give me $2,000. Mm-hmm. You find out about that, you gonna flip.
Yeah, okay, we understand all that. But bottom line is, if my chick do that, she ain't my chick, and me and Bo can fuck it together. Excuse the language, get hit that together. If she gonna go over there and ask him, if I can't satisfy her financially, if my status where I know that I'm good, I'm taking care of everybody in the hood. So I'm taking care of my lady. So if she chooses to go over there to the pole ball, whoever, that means that she just wants to do that, and she's a freak. So if she's a freak, we can accommodate that freak.
So she's a freak because she asked another guy for $1,000. She's a freak, and it ain't no sex involved. She just asked another guy for money.
When she did not need it, because I done gave her thousands of dollars. So I know she didn't need $1,000.
Right, I know, but I was just saying
else, but the 1,000 or the money was a guy's to get there. Go ahead.
I was just saying, hypothetically, you kind of pictured, I was watching you just now. You pictured that whole thing in your head.
Nah, this is shit that I went through. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying, but you see how that feels? It feels like it's supposed to feel like you being violated, because it is. It's disrespectful, especially with the kind of money you was making.
Listen, to a little nigga, it was disrespectful. You know what I mean? To a big nigga, he know that she's a little chick. You understand what I'm saying? So she gonna do little chick things like go holler at somebody for something she don't need because she wants some fresh meat. So that she don't really want to be nobody's main wife. She just wants to be our treat.
We're not talking about meat. So you saying your girlfriend's best friend asked you for money because she wants some of your meat?
No, I'm saying that if my girl that's with me, when I got $1 million in here and I'm taking care of her, we living together, she got everything she needs because I'm the dope man. She got everything she needs. You know what I mean? And then you got my other dope. You got Kevin Charles, Peter Shue, you know what I mean? AZ, all other dope boys that got millions too. So everybody getting their money. You understand? So if one of their girls came to ask me for something, for some money, they're not coming for money because they don't need money. I know they man giving them the money. If she come to me, listen, when they came to me, like I told them straight up, yo, you gonna give me some head now or what? If we gonna do anything, let me know. You know what I mean? Because, you know, we ain't got to waste time with, you don't need no $1,000. What you trying to do? You know what I mean? Oh, yo, you know, I ain't even trying to go there. I know you're trying to suck this dick. Woo, 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 woo. And I talk that shit to let them know what time it is. You know what I mean? I mean, what I want to have fun with, I want to do with it. You know what I mean? But that's one thing I can say. I've never been into, you know, the messiness with other people's women. I don't really like that. But women will put themselves in a situation to make things look like something that is not. You understand what I'm saying? Because now, you know, your man already paranoid, you know what I mean? Semi don't trust you. So any little thing that you're doing, he's going to be watching you. You understand what I'm saying? And trying to make something out of it that is not. You understand? Like my mother always said, you know, don't look for anything that you don't want to find.
Ooh. She told you right, buddy.
What did Lelee say?
She told you right. But I'm just saying, either way, it's disrespectful. Mm-hmm. You know, I just have to compare it to that. Because I know that will probably sting a lot better than any other analogy. But it's disrespectful on both ends.
I don't understand what you're saying, but no, but I want y'all to understand though, for the people looking, your analogy was wonderful. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, when you up here, you understand what I'm saying? And you own the world. Because there was a bunch of us that owned the world up here. So if our girls did something stupid and grimy like that, you know what I mean? They're not up here with us. So that let us know that we picked the wrong one. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure, absolutely, yeah. No. I agree with that.
Okay, let me answer Donna Lee's. No, Donna Lee's, I'm not saying I don't want the girl to do it. Yo, listen, I'm going to tell you one. My man, God bless the dead, I ain't going to say his name, but he started seeing this little cutie I was seeing down on the Lower East Side down there Metro. You know what I'm saying? My little sister, she run up and she tell me, yo, I've been seeing your little shorty that you've been claiming. She been riding with such and such in his legend. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So now when she come up to the joint and I find this out, I call my man and I tell him, yo, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to see where she at because she playing games. You understand what I'm saying? She was claiming like she mine. Now she acting like she yours. You understand what I'm saying? So we ain't going to beef over because, you know.
Y'all men kill the hell out of me.
So then now, when that happened, you know what I mean? I tell him, look, I'm going to call her in here. You understand? When my man beep you, because we dealing with beepers then. When my man beep you, ring the doorbell. We're going to let you in. Come upstairs and just walk in the room like you coming to see me and say, yo, Unique, I got that money for you. And when you come in, I'm going to have a bent over on all fours. You understand what I'm saying? Gripping the hips. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to let her know we know each other that way. You know what I mean? And then, you know, we see what time it is. But I mean, you know, she was trying to tell me that she was mine. So I want her to know that I know that you're seeing someone else. And it's cool. You know what I mean? He can get something too. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're smart. So sometimes you feel like you just want to smart. And sometimes you don't.
Okay.
I mean, I was a single man. Let me say that. And I was wrong for giving a girl money. Let me say that before I get off track to remember to say that. But go ahead, Lelee. Sorry.
I just think it's so wrong. It's such a double standard. Like, just because she was riding in another guy's car, and you know, y'all dudes was a mess. Y'all was very messy. Y'all messed with every girl. Y'all messed with cousins, sisters, whoever was willing to give you, whoever was chasing your paper. If they was related, y'all wanted that, y'all was getting it. So now this girl, okay, playing the same little game because now you feel played, because that's what it's all about. You feel played. You the dude with a lot of money, and this chick trying to play me. That made you feel some type of way. But when y'all do it, and y'all know y'all didn't have just one girl. So this chick just riding in the car. You ain't see her doing nothing.
Lelee, listen what I'm saying.
Now she a slut.
Lelee,
and now you want to bend her over. So your dude that she was riding in the car with, you don't even know why she was in the car. Y'all, you know, y'all could be something.
You go somewhere else and you acting like this is something personal.
Y'all look crazy. So unfair. It is such a double standard. It makes
sound like something happened to you. I don't know what he did to you.
So sad, man.
Now let me explain myself so you understand. I'm not saying nothing about, listen.
So sad.
No, listen, y'all totally missed it. All of us got money up here. So if one of the females go ask somebody for money, it's not money they want, man. That's like a woman come to your house at 3 in the morning. You go, you go to the hotel. You come to the hotel 3, 4 in the morning and pop up. You say, yo, I'm getting ready to go upstairs, man, and take me a good shower, lay down butt naked under the fan. And then she comes upstairs. You know what she want, man. She say, yo, excuse me, do you have a lighter? You know what I mean? And then you let her in. You know what she want when she knocked on the door.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that's the same thing. So she go ask for another hustle for money when her man got all the money as well. That means that she's trying to holler. That's the point.
She's choosing.
You understand? Now when that happened, to keep the peace, that's when I let the homies know, yo, family, you know your girl tried to push it.
Right, but
now, I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna do that in a minute. So girls, y'all get mad all you want. But I don't want y'all going back throw my name in nothing like something happened that didn't happen. Because you like to make things that look like something that wasn't really nothing.
Well, tell the truth. You felt like you got played.
Listen, put it this way. Let me give you a better something that I would feel played with. I can't feel played when I'm dealing with a peon and I'm a giant. When a peon dude can't, only way somebody can help
you. But you say that peon shit now, but before the peon had you thinking that she was your boo. Exactly. Right? But when you found out something, it was something different. Yeah. Now she's a slut. Now you trying to, set her up.
No, she is a slut. She went to go holler at the homie so me and the homie can hit it. I'm already hitting it. You know what I mean? Well, I can't watch the homie hit it. Let me see if I was doing it right. She might have been faking the orgasm with me. You know what I mean? So I want to see if my man can give it the orgasm. I'm going to sit back and watch. Nah. I'm just keeping it 100.
Y'all was emotional.
You know how players do. That's how we do.
Dudes are emotional. They want to hit all the chicks.
Sexually.
They want
to hit bang that out. Chicks. That's how we get the emotions. We don't get emotions and say, oh, my heart, I feel like I'm going to die. I need to eat ice cream. We don't do that. We gonna find a chick and bone her back out to let her
But to a real with you. But see, this is what I'm trying to tell you. To a real slut, that ain't nothing. That don't mean nothing because she boning every day. Just because you see you trying to set something up with her dude, you want your boy to come in and see you smashing. That ain't nothing to her.
Listen. Let me ask you this. Right? I just come home after 26 years, right? Now, Beyonce come ask me for $1,000.
That's a whole difference.
Thank you. That looks stupid. That's the point. Meaning she's up here. She don't need no $1,000. She came to holler at a nigga. You know what I mean? That's the point that I'm making.
First of all, a girl that got some change.
She's trying to holler. So the Johnny Bo Kingpin girl go ask Johnny Bo Kingpin, you know what I mean, for $1,000 or even $10,000.
First of all, a girl that got herself together that wouldn't be her approach. Anyway.
Exactly. That's the point.
A girl that got herself together, she won't even approach you. You're gonna have to approach her.
No, we know that. So what I'm saying. So when listen, sometimes you get a girl got that good box, got that good headpiece. You know what I mean? And you let the lustful side thing for you. You understand? And then she show her real colors. See, you thinking right there. You thinking about that cheating ass nigga that played you while you giving me a hard time tonight. Yo, you went on one. Tell us what was on your mind right now, Lelee. Right now.
I'm just thinking, I want to curse good so bad. Oh, I got a good cuss in me, but I ain't gonna do it. But I think you dudes make me so sick because whatever's good for y'all is not good for the other person. Like y'all wanna bone everybody and then expect for us to forgive you. And half of the times we do because you are meal ticket.
I understand that.
Right. But then when you find out the chick is sick of your BS and start busting it wide open to whoever she want to do it, then you putting her out in the street. But you digging women back out all night, every day.
She's going out boning everybody on the street and I'm keeping her in my house, not in my penthouse.
I'm not saying like everybody. I'm saying if she just to a guy, no. To a guy, you don't have to bone. You bone one dude on your dude, and he gonna flip. He banging your cousin. He banging 5 other girls. He got chicks in different states, and you make the decision to go bone one guy. It's over for you.
Listen,
y'all all full of you know what.
No, I mean, no, no, you're right. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just telling you how twisted, our mentality is getting money and growing up, you know what I mean? With that easy money and from the street. You know what I mean? We're kings. You know what I mean? We're kings of our destiny. You know what I mean? And we're controlling and things like that. So we want to feel like,
That's why I
doing.
always champion for women and girls to get their own shit. Because when
Right.
you have your own stuff, no man can tell you nothing. He can't control your coming or your going.
Mm-hmm.
And his conversation is gonna be different with you when he know you got your own shit, and you could be like, nah, you ain't coming over. Saying, when you able to say, nah, you ain't coming over, I see you next week. That's it stings. It stings. Like, I don't want you. Nah, we ain't doing that. Nah. I'll talk to you later.
You finished? Huh? You finished?
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm finished.
Huh? Because now I'm gonna let you know like this. All the independent women like Lelee getting all the money, driving the Jags, the Range, and the Porsche trucks and all that. You know what I mean? I decided to hit that. You know what I mean? It's because I chose to do that.
Yeah.
So, what you do after I hit that is on you. You know what I mean? Because I'm strapping up for one. You know what I mean? Because I'm 26 backed up, so anything can happen. You know what I mean? And we don't know what they may have. You know what I mean? On both angles. So I'm strapping up, and I'm just coming in to bone. And that's it. Because she's independent. She got her own. She's not looking for nothing but a bone. You know what I mean? When she comes to a man, it's because she want to get tuned up. Like she did with that, Porsche Carrera. She took it to the joint to get tuned up. She want to get tuned up. She call you me. So I have no twisted delusions that Lelee wants me. He just wants to get boned. And I'm comfortable with that. But then Lelee go back to walk around barefoot in the big house playing with a pool and the grandkids. You know what I mean? And I go about my business. I get to have my fun, and be the cockiest kingpin. And I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. But then the problem becomes, Miss Lelee, for all y'all out there listening, the problem becomes when the woman that gets caught up because that snapper, got busted open and she done fell in love with dude. Now the emotions come in. She want to change the rules. Like, Lelee, I'm supposed to be coming in bolded. Remember, you call me twice a month. You get tuned up. Like the Porsche. You know what I mean? Oh, you don't want to spend the night. What? You know what I mean? I want to cook you breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I want to wake up with the D. You know how y'all get.
No, y'all don't get. No, I don't do that today.
Oh, today. So
no, I was absolutely. I'll tell anybody. I was that dumb, naive, stupid kid. Absolutely.
But those are the ones we're talking to, so they understand how guys like me used to think back then, and young ladies like you.
Yeah.
So sure. I'm not stuck in the 80s and 90s. I'm just painting a picture and a dialogue. You know what I mean? Like I do with my art psychology class when I was inside the joint, dealing with trying to rehabilitate the youth. Mm-hmm. You have to put a scenario that they can relate to.
Oh, yeah.
It's young ladies, dudes going through what we're going through.
I just think, just being from where we're from and us being exposed, I'm talking about like being a young girl of a certain age, right? 13, 14, 15 years old, we're exposed to so much. We're exposed to so much as young girls, and we become a product of our environment. We don't have those role models. We don't have, mom telling us the way to go. The adults in the neighborhood, they only respond to us when we mess up. They're not telling us, no, go this way. No, don't go that way, because if you go this way, this is going to happen. But if you go this way, this is going to happen. This may be a little bit better for you. We're not getting that kind of training back then. So it's a trial and error thing, like it was for me. I made all of my mistakes. And that led me to be the woman that I am today. I'm able to think a lot clearer. I'm not as cloudy as I was when I was a young girl. And your conversation to me is not going to be like you talking to a kid, because you ain't going to like my response. So I run into a lot of guys who think that they can come at me the way they came at me when I was 15 and 16 years old. No, dude. You on the wrong track.
Okay, but Lelee.
So I would advise, a lot of young girls, and I tell a lot of young girls, you know, be in control of yourself. Be in control of yourself. More importantly, be in control of your splitter.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do something because you feel like a guy is supposed to have it. No, don't do something because that's what he wants. Do what you want.
Mm-hmm.
And just understand that there are consequences when you do make those decisions to do grown people shit. That's just the bottom line,
But
And a lot of these young girls, they go out here and they exhibit and display certain behaviors that grown people have. They get pregnant. I'm one of them.
mm-hmm.
That responsibility becomes your parents who also don't have nothing. It's bad. It's not cool. And I think, we just need to expose ourselves to things that look boring sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything don't have to be lit or everything don't have to always be a party. And that's what I hear these young people today. Oh, it was lit. It's never a quiet moment. My son is one of them. He just, everything got to be lit. Everything got to be, the party. I took him to an event of mine and he was like, oh, it's lit in here. I said, well, why is it lit in here? Because there's a lot of people and he saw alcohol. So that excites him.
Okay.
And I said, sometimes you have to do things that make you uncomfortable. You have to introduce yourselves to things that you weren't exposed to, that look boring, that appear to be not fun sometimes, because it's a lot of meat that come out of those places. It's a lot of great conversations. You meet great people, but we don't expose our kids to this kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. And I don't care. Like, I'm a product of the hood. I don't care if you from the hood. You may be a product of your environment when you're younger, but we don't have excuses anymore. There are plenty of opportunities out there for young girls, especially in New York. We just make the decision. We're lazy sometimes. We don't want to get up and do the work. Mm-hmm. Nothing is going to come to you if you don't do the damn work. It's time out for a lot of our young kids. These young boys going to jail because they're so lazy. They don't want to work for anything. So they try to take what you have. Mm-hmm. And then as a result of that, they either get away with it or they get a bullet in their head. Why? All you have to do is just set your life up for yourself. Mm-hmm. The process is never going to be easy, but you can't skip it. Mm-hmm. You can't skip the process. Exactly. And sometimes the process make you cry. Sometimes the process will have you on your knees begging to God, like, God, please help me. I have nothing else in me. Mm-hmm. I was there. I had a vision at 12 years old. I knew I wanted to start a group. I knew I wanted to be an entertainer. I didn't know exactly how it was going to happen, but I put my best foot forward. I started something. We don't want to start. Mm-hmm. We don't want to start. Mm-hmm. I didn't always have like that mother thing. That thing didn't always agree with me. I had 2 kids at 17 years old. Mm-hmm. My first at 15, my second at 17. But one thing I wanted to do was I wanted to change everybody's perception of me. I didn't want them to think that, oh, look at the hot little Leanne, hot little, Now I'm so successful. I've achieved a level of success where people don't even care. Yeah. So that saying, and Oprah said it best, you kill people, don't fight them. You don't have to fight. You kill people with your success. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to shine. Mm-hmm. You're going to shine. So it's up to you. You have to surround yourself with people that you want to be like. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That don't mean that they got to feed you everything that you want to know, because that stuff takes time. No, you have to do the work.
It's funny that you say that, right? Because, while I was locked up, I hang with all the youngest dudes that come in. If they 20, 21, those are the ones I push up on. I'm down 15, 20 years. You know what I mean? I'm 40-something years old. I'm talking to a 19-year-old in the yard on the bleachers. And when the older homies pull up, they see me talking to them. And, they start kicking it too. But it's like, they look at me like I'm burnt because I'm talking to them about stuff like Facebook, you know what I mean? MySpace. That's how I learned about all this from I was in jail. You know what I mean? So I was so thirsty to come over and take over from in jail that I used to, you know, cut and paste, you know, send messages to my family. They'll cut and paste it and then put it in the people's inbox and on the wall. You know what I mean? You know, speaking for me to let everybody know that, you know, I'm out there reaching out, but I'm reading books on it and I'm studying the game and I'm getting in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I prepared myself for today. I didn't just jump out and run out here. You know what I mean? I talked to the youngins and they was telling me that, yo, we living off our phone. Yo, this is God, man. Where it's at, this is God.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they talk about. Then the police took me to the hospital. Both police in the car at the hospital. They sitting down next to each other, and the two of them is texting. I didn't know what it was they was doing at the time. They was like maybe 2010, 11.
Mm-hmm.
They're sitting there texting on the phone, and I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even heard of no text in there like that. People say word, but didn't know what it was.
Right, right, yeah.
But they sitting there. So I said, damn, she must got you open. Both of you motherfuckers like y'all in love. Y'all just over there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Emailing away. They said, nah, we ain't emailing. We texting. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then he went and showed me. So I said, so who you talking to? He said, him. I said, but y'all in the same room. He said, man, nobody don't talk no more. He said, my wife be sitting right there and she might be doing something. I'm sitting right next to her. I'm watching a football game and I text her and say, honey, get me a beer before I ask her to get me a beer.
And that's terrible. That's terrible. Like we have lost sight of the sense of family. There's such a disconnect when it comes to our community. I'm telling you, like I make it a habit when we have, because I love fellowship. I love when to take the family out for dinner. We have a rule: put the phone down. Put the phone down and let's have a conversation. I'll call my kids. My kids are grown. Come on over here. We'll go to like a little bistro and sit outside and have some brunch. And hey, let me get into your world. Bring me into your world. What's going on with you? What's on your mind? What you thinking? What you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I have to literally take the phone and like, yo, put the phone down.
Listen, like they say, social media, one of the shout outs just said that social media can be a gift and a curse. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we still make the decision to allow it to control us.
No, we allow everything to
We
do whatever we choose to do, Miss.
yeah.
You understand? And that's why all that slick stuff I be talking to the females or whatever. Another thing, because I already gave you one jewel my mom gave me today. So I keep giving you my mama jewels.
Give me mom jewels, man.
You know what I mean? Mama also told me never take away a woman's right to choose if she want to deal with your bullshit. So that's why I tell a woman in a minute, Lelee, them ponytails look good, them pigtails. I want to grab it, wrap it around my fist, and hit it from the back and knock you slam out. You know what I mean? So now I'm giving you the right to choose. Do you want to get pigtail ridden and knock slam the F out? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I'm just saying. No, so that's why they say I'm cocky, because either you're going to say yes or no.
No, I get that though.
My feelings ain't going to be hurt. I'm going to try somebody else. I'm really going to say, yeah, I'm a pigtail and knock something out from the back. Boop, bop. You know?
Oh my God.
No, right or wrong?
I feel you.
But let's get back to the jewel. I just took a little joke with it. But yeah, never take away a woman's right to choose if she want to deal with your bull crap by not telling her what you think you want to hear. She want to hear just to hit it. You know what I mean? You know, when you do all that, you create a monster. It's going to be all types of issues. So it's best to just tell her straight up, look, I'm just trying to do this. You know what I mean? Now, she going to tell you what she's trying to do. And like anything else, it's a barter. It's a contract. That's why they say consent. It's a consensual contract. You know what I mean? I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and you do, and I want you to do boom, boom, bop. And then we going to come together and we both going to get what we want and we good.
Right.
You know, right or wrong?
I agree, yeah.
You know? Now, what would you tell the young ladies of today? You know what I mean? If you could turn back, if you could talk to the young ladies right now and they would listen, what would you want to tell them?
I would tell the young ladies today to number one, be in control of you. And as hard as it may be, Be a leader. Do not be a follower, because your life can change at the drop of a dime. You follow the wrong people the wrong way on the wrong road, your life can be pretty much done. So you always want to be in control of you. That's why it's important for us to expose ourselves to different things and different conversations, and listen to people, listen to your parents, listen to those stories that they tell you, listen to your cousin saying how she almost got raped. And, so that way you will at least have a kind of a clear path to know which way not to go, pretty much. And I think a lot of girls, we just don't listen. Young girls do not listen today. And I think that's why a lot of girls are doing stuff on the internet. They're escorting, they're being sex trafficked, because they're meeting these guys that, online. Their judgment is not good. It's very cloudy. And it's because of, I want to say, I think it's safe for me to say that it's because of financial situations, like because they're not in a position financially to get what they feel like they need, get what they feel like they want. And then you have some guys who just want to violate, but I can remember several times I put myself in situations to be raped, killed, taken advantage of. I did that. I made the choice to put myself in that situation to be taken advantage of.
Okay, but see,
and I'm just thankful that I'm here today to really tell that story. I'm thankful to be alive. I've done some dumb shit in my life. Excuse my language, but it ain't really no other way to say it. I regret a lot of things that I've done. Some things I would have probably still done, but put a different face to it. If that makes sense. But more importantly, I just learned life a little too fast, and it ended up catching up with me. And I had to do a lot of fixing. You had to do a lot of reputation saving, because people always remember what you always try to forget. Whoo! If you told one person, you told everybody.
Yep.
Because I don't care how successful you become. I told y'all, like, I've done extremely well in my career. I've had ups, downs, highs, and lows, and I still managed to put myself back on my feet, and I'm thankful for that. But honey, I don't care how successful I became. It's some men who always remember the stuff that I try to forget. I don't know what they look like today. I don't even remember what they felt like. I just don't remember, and I don't
What you
care.
say? They got with you?
Yes,
I don't know nothing about it.
No, I do know, but I'm just being funny right now. Dude, you didn't mean that.
I thought you forgot about it, like they didn't leave an impression
so
on
many
you.
positive things have happened in my life that it pretty much X'd out all of those things that I don't even care about. Like he's a small fry, but every time I go around my way, he always remind me of. I'm like, dude, really, you want me to sit here and have this conversation of how you was 21 dating me, 16-year-old me? You really want to talk about that today? I think I would have thought you want to forget about that. But you gotta own your truth. Everybody do things that they don't want people to know about, but own your shit. Don't let nobody put you in that place where you feel like you just want to commit suicide because somebody knows something about you. No, you live your life, and like I said earlier, you kill people with your success. The fighting is out of it. You ain't got to fight nobody. You fight people with your success, and that, I'm telling you, that it's a jewel. That's a jewel right there. Like I've learned. I am living proof. I took the hood all the way to Hollywood.
Okay, now
30 million records plus sold today. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to be telling this story. I'm thankful for a great testimony. And I love to see young people that's doing their thing. I'm very proud of Unique, because just to know that he just, I mean, I don't even think I could do 20 days. And for you to have done 26 years, and the movement. Like, this is not something simple. This is not just something that you're doing. This is actually a movement. And it's a movement that we all can partake in. So, I don't have a lot to say, but I definitely want to put that out there like that. Do not allow people to control your emotions and put you in a place where you just feel uncomfortable. You start hating yourself. And girls need to stop fighting over these pissy dudes. If he don't want you, let him go. What Fantasia said, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Stop chasing these people that don't want you. Stop allowing yourself to be in the space of people who just tolerate you. Stop it. We give people way more time than they deserve. And then next thing you know, 16, 15, 17 years done passed and you wondering why you stuck on stupid. Because you with this dude who don't even love you enough to marry you.
Yeah.
Let alone you messing with this guy, you with him all of these years, fighting girls over him, stabbing chicks over him, and he don't even love you enough to put a ring on your finger. Let it go.
All right.
Because you're going to be 47 one day and you're going to be like, why? Why did I allow myself to do this? You gave up your whole life for this dude who ain't even want you.
Cynthia Bailey,
it's time out for that.
Cynthia Bailey, send your email and your phone number to meccaaudio@gmail.
That is
it. I'll bring you in if you'd like to come in. Hey, but Lelee, it's crazy, right? Because I'm sitting here, I cut you off. I'm trying to, let them enjoy, your sweet words of wisdom, which is like music to the ear of anyone that's trying to elevate to the next level and touch the stars to become a star like your beautiful self. Okay? Now, that being said, I just, you said something earlier that I wanted to comment on, where you were talking about how girls put themselves in certain situations. A lot of that be self-created drama that young men and women put themselves in. I even did it. You know what I mean? And a lot of adults are still doing it now.
I hear you.
You can't hear me? I got the mic on. Okay, she got to come back. Okay, so now what I was dealing with was, the self-created drama. Self-created drama is when a person put themselves in a situation to ignite drama, and they know it's going to ignite drama, but they still choose to do it. You know what I mean? Then they get mad when the fire blows up in their face, when they're the one that ignited the fire by even going in the direction to create the atmosphere that did that. You know what I mean? And that's what the whole thing is about. You know what I mean? And no one is going to do anything that you're not going to allow them to do to you. You know what I mean? No one is going to do what you're not going to allow them to do. You know what I mean? You allow them to do it just one time. You know what I mean? And they're going to continue to do it. You know what I mean? Just like your dog, your puppy. You know what I mean? Pretty cute little puppy. She piss on the rug. She piss on the floor. You know what I mean? You don't do nothing about it. You just clean it up. She going to continue to piss on the floor. You know what I mean? You grab a little nose, you stick a little nose in and rub it in, and you tell her no and smack on the beat. You know what I mean? Or whatever you call her lips. You know what I mean? But now, when you do that, she's going to remember that, and she's not going to do that anymore. So it's the same thing that's going on now. You know what I mean? With us putting ourselves in that situation, you know what I mean? That we allow people to do things that we know we should have checked the first time, but we didn't check it. You know what I mean? And then we want to get mad, you know what I mean? When we can't get it. Yeah, that's something else. Hey, Cynthia, send them your email, Cynthia Bailey. Send your email to meccastream@gmail.com. You sent it to me, and I'm trying to deal with this, so they're gonna pull you in on that way if you're trying to come in. But anyway, so that's where we at with the self-created drama. That the whole joint is just crazy, man. People just don't pay attention to what be going on or what they be doing. Like they don't know that they're the ones that's causing the issues, and igniting the fires that's causing the problems within their lives. Then they'll pick up and they move clear across country. And when they move across country, then they want to try and act like somebody ran them off, or they're gonna have a better life. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. You know? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you need to hear this, big bro. You know what I mean? But that's really what it is, man. We create dramas, man. If you hang with a dude, every time you go out to a party, he get pissy drunk and he start fighting. Why are you gonna go back with him next time if you ain't trying to fight with him again? If you know this is what he's doing, he already showed you that. You know what I mean? From he violated, you went there to chill, got your nice gear on, you want to meet some nice business women, a nice Lelee, something like that. And then now you go to join, and your man start fighting or start arguing with female, call a female a B. They in there arguing, they throwing drinks, they carrying on. You know what I mean? And then next week you go out with the dude again. You know what I mean? Next week you go out with the dude again. Now what? You see what I'm saying? It's like you put yourself in that situation, so you created that drama. You created that. So you can't get mad at no one but yourself. You know what I mean? Just like the young ladies, they see me driving around, big car, I got girls, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then they come and they holler at me. You know what I mean? And then next thing you know, they mad that I got another girl here and another girl there and another girl there when they knew that from the beginning. But they just created that drama by even dealing with me in the first place. You know what I mean? Which is what don't make any sense. Whatsoever. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. I'm just sitting here, man, trying to, hope that somebody's catching these jewels. Lelee dropped some wonderful jewels. Her joint plugged out. I'm sure she's trying to log back in, But, I'm waiting on Cynthia Bailey. Says she's trying to come in. I want to hear what one of my guests got to say. You know what I mean? So I don't know why Cynthia didn't send it to Mecca Streams yet. You know what I mean? I want to say her joint over the joint. Mecca Stream at gmail.com with no S on the end. Mecca Stream is the email if you're trying to come in, hit the joint, and we come in. You know what I mean? Now, they had some questions they were trying to ask me. Let's see how crazy this is. Unique. A lot of young women these days feel like it doesn't pay off to be a good girl anymore because hoes be winning, and it seems like hoes get the good dudes these days. What are my thoughts on it? The hoes don't get the good dudes. You know what I mean? Because if he was a good dude, he wouldn't choose a hoe. So, you know what I mean? The good dude didn't get the hoe. Because if he's a good dude, he knows a hoe and he knows he's just supposed to hit it, quit it, and keep it moving. You know what I mean? If he tried to claim her, that means that he's not a good dude. He don't really know what time it is. You can't make a whole housewife. I know y'all heard that. You know what I mean? So if what you calling a good dude done wifed up, you know what I mean, the hoe, that means he's just a dumb nigga. You know what I mean? Ain't no other word for it but that. You know what I mean? Because a nigga can't see it, I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy, So, we just leave that alone, man. But the other one was these days the ladies want to get flew out, or want to get flew out. It's a phrase made or coined by the city girls, where you into flying women out and taking women to expensive vacations back then. Would I look like a fool? I mean, come on, dog. Would I look like a fool? I got all the money in the world. I got a car in every state that I hustle in. What do I need or look like carrying sand to the beach? Even if I leave the country and go to England or wherever I go, I don't need to carry a girl with me because that's the whole point of going. You know what I mean? You want to see what the England sex feel like. You go to Italy, you want to meet an Italian nigga. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, what was that Black Ink where Star went to China and went and got an old big Chinese boy because you want to feel like a Chinese boy feel like up in. You know what I mean? So why would you, now I would because I'm married. You know what I mean? But just so you understand, you know what I mean? Men have all the power and control. We can only give a woman power over us if we want to or weak enough. You either chasing or managing, you manage what you want or rather can. But that's the point that I'm making, Era Black. You know what I mean? That only thing happens is what we allow to happen. If we don't allow it to happen, it ain't gonna happen, and that's just the end of that. You know what I mean? So we don't need to sit here going on all day playing these games. That's just the end of that. You know what I mean? Okay, let me give you one. Last night I met a little cookout joint out here in Jersey. You know what I mean? I'm chilling. You know, when I go out, all I'm looking for is different content while I'm looking around, things to bring to y'all. You know what I mean? So now I go out, I see these two young ladies, both of them look real nice. You know what I mean? They were dressed nice, everything was nice. So I'm sitting down, I see this other young lady. So I pull up on a young lady, and she was dancing real nice and smooth. You know what I mean? I took a little video of it, and I asked, I said, you don't mind if I put this up on my Instagram? He said, oh, no, by all means, go ahead. And I said, no, I wanted to ask because I'm not going to put somebody up that don't want to be put up. You know what I mean? And I don't know you, so I don't want to just disrespect you and put your image up there. So she's like, no, it's all right. So I put it up there. That was her that was in the joint yesterday. Beautiful young lady with the platinum hair or gold hair. You know what I mean? And she got a business out there somewhere. I didn't get her email or her Instagram because when she put it in the first time, it didn't come out right or something like that. Or maybe it's on there because I got 3 of the same videos. So maybe her Instagram is in that. But I ain't know to go back and look for it and all that. And after I done went and got it twice, for me to go back a third time when I thought that I had it right to post, this time I would post it, deleting it, trying to get everything right. You know what I mean? So when I was about to go back to her, you know what I mean? I said, nah, I don't want her to think like I'm hitting on or whatever. So I'm going to just post it like it is. You know what I mean? But the reason that decision was made is because there was these other 2 young ladies there. And that young lady there, when I spoke to her, I told her, well, being that she's an independent Black woman, I said I interview on my show and show the people what she's doing to give her, a platform, you know what I mean, to showcase her brand because I'm trying to help, young people, Black men, women, color, whatever, you know what I mean, trying to come up and showcase their brand and bring it to my platform. So she agreed, you know what I mean? And that's when I just told her to DM me and I gave her the joint. So she took it, so she looked and she knows what to do. But end of story. So now we come back over there, these other 2 girls over there. So I'm looking at them and I say, damn, those 2 girls, because everybody was saying that being I had the 2 Dominican girls, I need to get 2 Black girls. So I see 2 good Black girls. I said, oh, snap, that's the one I want right there. I said, yo, excuse me, let me holler at you for a minute. And she said, oh, what you mean that's the one you want? You know what I mean? And I said, nah, Mom, I mean, either way, if I bet that's the one I want to talk to, what is offensive about that? You understand what I'm saying? And she's like, oh, and she's going on. But she got this dress halfway up her back. You understand? Looking good, mind you, not disrespecting at all. She was looking gorgeous and was dressed beautifully. But you know what I mean? But the whole point is, while this is going on, she's talking real nasty and crazy when all I'm trying to do is say, you're the one I would like to talk to, regardless what it's about. You know what I mean? I wasn't disrespectful. You know what I mean? I even said, oh, man, excuse me. Yeah, you're the one I want to talk to. Oh, you don't want to talk to me? And she went on one. But I mean, why do you go out if you're not trying to meet people? Isn't that the purpose of going out? You get dressed up, put your makeup on, take 2 hours to go out, get the dress on, makes everything nice, get the thigh-high boots, you're looking great. You go out, I would think, because you're expecting to meet people. You don't know who you might meet that God might put in your path. You understand what I'm saying? That might be able to take it to the next level. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Nice. Yeah. Okay, we'll put it up there so she can see it. Cynthia, we're going to put the address up there so you can see it. I'm ready to get off, but I'm trying to get you in because I promised to get you in. You know what I mean? But now, so, that's where we at. But she was acting so nasty. You know what I mean? Like, why did you go out, sister? You know what I mean? Like, everybody said, oh, you never go out. He's funny, this, that when he go out. Because when I leave my house or I leave whatever environment and I go into, an environment that I feel like turning up in, that's because I feel like turning up. You know what I mean? And, that's where it's at. And, I just turn up when I want to turn up. You know what I'm saying? But, I just wanted to say that about the young lady. So you women looking when you out here, when Cynthia, the email is on the screen. When we push upon a woman, when a woman go out, they're supposed to know what I mean, come on, man, this is a stupid conversation to me. I mean, like, where did the hood go? I mean, people came to the Mecca, they didn't care who talked to them. You know what I mean? Because we all came there to have fun. You know what I mean? DFN Universe, thank you, homie. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's what it is. We go there to pop bottles and, you know what I mean, and do our thing. But I'm seeing they open it up a little bit and start doing little lives, and I see people doing the lives with the phones and all that. And I notice everybody's on their phone. Where's the dancing? Where's the intermingle? I know Corey out there, but that's the case. Then why go? You got your mask on. You know what I mean? But it's like nobody's social no more. Nobody want to allow people, you know what I mean, into their space because they're so busy doing I don't know what. Because I thought the purpose when you go out is to see what God allowed to cross your path to take you to the next level. That's how I've always been successful. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna meet nobody else sitting in my living room. Take all this. You know what I mean? My net worth is 0000000. And my prison ID number is 286744054. They took everything I own. You know what I mean? But that's not going to stop me from giving you the game. You know what I mean? They can't stop me from giving you the game because you deserve the game. You know what I mean? That's all this is. You know what I mean? That's my net worth. But that's bottom line. I just want y'all to know where it's at. Cynthia Bailey, you ain't come in. I'm getting ready to go. We had a really good time. We've been on long enough, you know, and, you know, then we'll get it next week. But I mean, you know, simple directions. The joint is on the screen. It's in the feed. You know where it's at. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all got something from it. Lelee gave some wonderful answers. I mean, shit was just fire, man. I enjoyed myself. I hope y'all enjoyed yourself. All right. Good night.